Friday the 2nd, May the 2nd. I'm out here heading over to Plano, Texas to one of my usual customers of the day. And I wanted to do a video about a phone call I heard this past week. I just remembered this. That's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about getting on the phone, keeping some kind of repertoire with the customer, but doing it quick and easy. So let's get on with this video. Hey guys, it's Ricardo, junkguysdfw.net in the house. I am the owner of junkguysdfw.net. We are a junk removal service in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, and I also own 2 haunted houses, one in Dallas and one in Fort Worth. I want to talk about a conversation that I had. I was talking to another junk removal company, well, let me think, about 3 days ago. And they came to my property to just get some advice. They just came by to talk and stuff. You know, it's pretty funny. I had 3 junk removal companies come by my property. One to buy a truck, one to ask for advice, and one to come in. Well, 2 of them asked for advice. So it's pretty cool. And this gentleman, while he's there, and we're talking about how I grew my business, I've been doing 18 years in this business, he gets a phone call and he has this conversation with a customer. He gets in this lengthy conversation with the customer. And let me tell you something. At the end, they settle for $125. That was the ticket price, $125. This conversation went on for 20 minutes. 20 minutes to lock down 120 bucks. I was blown away by how long it takes this guy to lock down a price for his business. I was thinking, gosh, imagine it was $250. It'd probably take him an hour, right? Or 2 hours. Hell, I have no idea. All I can tell you is that the fact is, being on the phone and locking down these jobs quick and efficient and doing it the right way is going to be so much better for your business. When the customer calls you, and I'm going to teach you something right now. This is going to be something I learned in the 18 years I've been doing this. And I'm going to tell you something. My father, who had me working at the flea market with him and had him in his retail stores with him when I was a young age. My father taught me the art of salesmanship and when to walk away and when to really press it. He taught me so many things when it comes to learning how to understand the customer side. And one thing you have to know is what the customer is feeling. And over the phone, you can do it. Personally, face-to-face, I'm a lockdown guy. Face-to-face, I will lock down the job. I'm always in the 99.9 percentile. If I don't lock down the job face-to-face, then yeah, I'm probably not going to get the job. On the phone, I'm a high percentage, about 80%. That's how I look at myself. I show so much confidence, so much assurity, so much arrogance, so much knowledge on the phone that the customer has no choice but to hire me. I can even be higher than the next person and they'll still hire me because of the confidence, the happiness, the assurance that I have over the phone. And I'm quick. Oh boy, let me tell you something. I'm quick on the phone. I get you on the phone, I get you off the phone quick. I can lock down a $1,000 job in less than 1 minute. And this guy took him 20 to 22 minutes, somewhere around that, to lock down a $120 job. And I was thinking in my head, oh my gosh, that would have taken me forever. That would have physically taken me forever. How was I going to do that? I would have been on the phone forever. And as you run your business, you're going to learn and you're going to get better. I think you adapt to the phone calls, you adapt to the reactions that the customers give you. You seem more assured of how you're handling it, and you get more knowledge. And knowledge is king. I mean, knowledge is king. Confidence is king. There's a few things that you're going to learn as you answer the phone what's really going to matter to the customer. So the first thing that's going to matter to the customer is the price. That's number one. If anybody tells you in junk removal that price is not the number one thing, they do not know what they're talking about. I'm going to tell you one more time. Because maybe you didn't understand what I said. If there's another company or a manager or an owner or a business, somebody watching this video, and you think price is not the number one thing in junk removal that matters, you need to go to Walmart and work as a cashier. You need to go work at QT as a cashier, 7-Eleven as a cashier. You need to go be doing something because you don't know this business, okay? You have no knowledge and you're not in the right business, brother. God, Jesus, give us a break. Just get off the channel and just go do something else. Please, man. Please don't. And don't comment. Jesus, please don't comment. And the reality is that, number one, price is always going to win you over. So on the phone, one thing I do is set the price quick. That is one of the first things I want to do is set the price quick. Second thing I want to do is be able to tell them when I'm going to get there. And the third thing is I want to be sure that they know that I know what I'm talking about. In other words, knowledge, assurance, confidence. And that's when that all plays in. When I was hearing this guy talk, he had said this, well, I've never removed the grill in my life, but I'll give it a shot. I'm going to charge you $120. He goes, no, sir, well, you don't use a dolly. Probably use a floor dolly to get it out. And I was just thinking, oh my God, probably this. Maybe I can do this. Maybe I can do that. And I was thinking in my head, what is going on with this guy? He shows no confidence, no assurance that he can even remove what's in the backyard. For $120, this conversation on the phone, I keep with the customer for at least a minute or less. I'm not going to sit there and debate with you for $120, especially $45 fridges. For $45 fridges, bro, I'm going to keep you on the phone for 10, 15 seconds and that's it. I got to get it off. It's only $45. And it's not that I less will do a $400 job or a $450 job. I mean, sometimes about 50% of my jobs come off of text. I don't even meet my customer. I just locked down another job today off of Bonita Drive in Dallas, Texas on text. I locked down one off of Clip Top today off text. And I mean, these jobs, they're not that difficult to lock down. I mean, it's surprising to me how many people don't know and don't realize that you don't have to be on the phone that long to lock down a job. Showing that confidence, showing that you know what you're talking about, and knowing that the customer is reassured that you know what you're talking about. That's important too. But I always give off the price. So they'll say something like, well, sir, I have a trampoline in the back. It's $150, ma'am. Oh, okay, yeah, I saw that on your website. Well, of course you saw it on my website. I know you picked up the phone and called me. And then I throw in a little banter. I'll throw a little joke. I said, ma'am, let me get my ladder so I can climb your roof, fall off, and then climb it back again and remove it. I'll say something silly. And that's when I can build that repertoire with the customer. And I can do this in less than 30 seconds. And I was just surprised about how long people stay on the phone just to lock down a price. It's crazy. All around just says, hey, Richard, we are doing great here in Arizona. Easy to lock in jobs. Still out in junk removal business. Going out business in Arizona. Love it. Seriously, yeah. Confidence. I had an advantage when I was young with my father. My father took me everywhere, and I learned the salesmanship, the art of salesmanship, because my dad was a little hustler, right? He was always selling stuff, and he was always making money for the family. I mean, he had 6 kids, right? 7 kids, I'm sorry. He had 7. I have 6 brothers and sisters. I would see him talk to customers, and that gained me a right away to know how to talk to people and know how to lock down the customer. So I was always good at that. Being a great salesmanship, a good salesman, helped me become such a better man, but such a better salesman. It's to set up my family in a better way. That was important too. So all I can tell you guys is that when a customer calls you, don't have to tell your life story. You don't have to hear their life story. Just tell them and be honest with them and lock them down. Lock them down, move on to the next one. Being efficient, being quick, being fast, and setting the right price will make your job so much easier. You don't have to be, and pretend like you know what you're talking about. That's important. That's really, really important in this business. Pretend you know what you're talking about. All right. And if you don't know, find out. Gain some confidence. Get some huevos, guys. Anyway, I wanted to do this video so people understand that I've seen it firsthand how people answer the phone and people lock down jobs, and I'm just like, oh my God, this is going to take forever. This is not the right way. Anyway, with that, guys, I'll leave y'all. Have a great weekend. I'm going to a country concert. I got me some boots. I haven't got me a hat. I didn't bring the hat today, but I'm ready. I'm honky-tonkin' this weekend. I'll see y'all later, guys. Have a great one. Bye-bye.